Hey there, tech fans. Today I have the Orei BK-301 3 input, 1 output 8K HDMI switch. This product makes it incredibly easy for you to connect 3 different HDMI media devices to a single 8K ultra high definition monitor at the same time, while providing complete control over which of those media streams is being displayed on that monitor at any given time by simply tapping the button on top of the unit or by using the included infrared remote control. The product fully supports 8K ultra high definition media content and is both HDMI 2.1 as well as HDCP 2.3 compliant, which means it's plug and play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. And the unit is incredibly easy to use and doesn't even require a power supply because the power needed for operation is shared over that same HDMI connection to your media gear. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the product, and then I'll take a closer look at the BK-301. I'll explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use it, and then I'll come back one more time and point out some of the features that I really like about this particular product that you can use to compare it to other 3x1 switches you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first pop open the box, you'll find the BK-301. Again, small, compact, really easy to bring along if you'd like to do that. Also included is an infrared remote control. This is nice because it allows you to make your selection on which input is being displayed from quite a distance away from the switch. You can be sitting back in a comfortable chair and on your couch, hit a button and have it switch inputs. And finally, a full instruction manual is also included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other really good information about the product that you'll want to understand in order to get the best value out of it. Now stay tuned next, and I'll take a closer look at the unit, and then I'll come back and point out a few things that I really like about this product. The BK-301 is small and portable. It's got a really durable case. On the top surface, you'll find a select button you can use to switch between the 3 inputs. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, is an infrared receiver window, and that's where the signals from the remote controller picked up. So whenever you set this up on your desk or in your media center and you're using the remote control, make sure that window is visible. To the right of that are 3 LEDs labeled 1, 2, and 3. These indicate which of the inputs is currently being sent to the display. On the one side of the unit, you'll find input number 1. It's a full-sized HDMI port. You'll connect this to one of your media devices. And around the rear, you'll find input 2 and input 3. These connect to the 2 other media devices that you'd like to switch between for displaying your monitor. And then finally, there's another full-sized HDMI port right there labeled output. This connects to the monitor that you'd like to use to display the content from your 3 media devices. That's pretty much it for the unit. It's very simple to use. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei BK-301 with other HDMI switches you may be considering. The first thing has to do with its resolution. This product fully supports 8K ultra high definition media content on both the inputs and the outputs. A lot of other HDMI switches on the market may support a lower resolution like 4K at 60 or 4K at 30 or even 1080p. So knowing you've got a switch that can handle a higher resolution at the higher frame rate means it's going to work great with all of the gear that you own today and even the gear you may upgrade to later on. Another big difference is the HDMI 2.1 certification and the HDCP 2.3 certification. And the reason those 2 standards are important is because HDMI has gone through a lot of changes in recent years. A lot of new advanced features have been introduced in the latest standard. So knowing you're on one of the latest versions of HDMI means you can immediately take advantage of all those features. And the HDCP certification is important as well because that controls copy protection. So again, knowing you're on one of the latest versions of HDCP means you can play a wider variety of files using this switch. One other feature I like an awful lot is the inclusion of the infrared remote control. A lot of the HDMI switches on the market have a button on the top of it, which is great if you're using it on your desktop and you can actually reach the button, but if you want to set it up on your media center, you know you're going to be sitting quite a distance away from the switch, and having an infrared remote control like this really makes it easy to switch your input for display on your widescreen monitor. I also like the fact that this product does not require an external power supply because that means I can take it with me in the field and use it when I'm out and about, and I can also use it in my media center and not have to go fishing around for an outlet behind the system. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections you can be up and running in no time. So hopefully you found this review helpful. Thanks an awful lot for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy